Hello my friends and welcome back. This is Kev's Hobby Showcase. I am of course Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions presents Two Idiots Playing Board Games, where me and my friend John play miniature and strategy based board games and have a blast doing it. And today I'm going to be working on from a very familiar game to us, because I work on a lot of these. From the game Marvel Crisis Protocol, we got the set of Better Bill and Ulik the Troll. These are both from the Asgardians, of course. You know, they're both from Asgard. And so we're going to be, so as you can see, well, let me hold them up again. As you can see, neither one are primed, so that's going to be first. So first we're going to prime them, and then we'll start with base coats, you know, whatever, basically whatever is the most that has to be put on, and then we'll go from there. So, excuse me. So anyway, it's going to get to the priming, and when that is done, we will come back and we'll start on base coats. Right. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm back, and we're going to be priming Ulik the Troll and Better Bill. So here we go. Alright, just got to make sure we try to get every bit of it, because the primer will settle in. And all the features. Like I said, sometimes when you put this on, you're thinking you put too much because it looks like it's caked on. But what happens is that over time, and not a lot of time, the primer will then settle in, and you'll see all those features again, and that's it. All right, so we just gotta let that primer dry, and up next we'll be doing the base coats. All right, so stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I got the pieces primed, and the primer's all dry. So we're going to get started on some major colors, maybe not so much a base coat, but major colors on these pieces. So let's get to it. All right, so let me get this on. Okay, that's how you can see it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going by the box here, and it looks like we could start off with some blue. Alright. That, of course, is the lens falling out of my nice device here. Okay. Okay, so we got the major parts of the costume on actually both Better Bill and Ulik to be blue. So we're gonna start off with that. Now some of this I might be going over with another color later, but just want to get the blue in now, get it all nice and prominent. Now for these two, when I do skin tones, it's going to be very different because they're aliens. Or one's an alien, one's a excuse me, one's like a troll. So it's going to be using like a tannish color to take care of those, to take care of the skin tone on both of these guys. You know, just going by what I see on the box, and that's what I see. Okay. Alright. That's that one. Now let's get Ulik. Yeah, some of this I'm going to wind up going over with metallic colors, not covers. Metallic covers. You think I'm talking about comics? All right, so get this in now. There's going to be a time where where John and I go back to this Marvel Crisis Protocol game with a different scenario. We're not sure what we're going to do just yet, but one of the things we could do is have the whole thing centered on, the Asgardians, the Asgardians and their enemies. But another, we talked about other scenarios like having like a Spider-Man and allies versus a Sinister Six. Take it from different characters that I actually have. I don't think I have all the characters of the original Sinister Six just yet. But I think I have a good number of them. But I know I definitely have a number of Spider-Man foes. Could even call it the Sinister Syndicate because there was another little group that called itself that. That was from a bunch of different villains. Okay, so Bill looks like I'm done with the blue. Now, Beta Ray Bill's cape is red, so we're gonna go and do that. Okay, so let's get a good brush for this. Oh, wait. Yeah, this one here looks like it's been used for red. Now, I know for a time in the comics, Beta Ray Bill took over for Thor, and I think for a time he was believed to be Thor. I wasn't reading the Thor comics at the time. I remember seeing something, because it was a time I didn't really collect anything Avengers related, and I remember seeing in a comic where the Avengers were making an appearance, I saw Beta Ray Bill. I was like, who the heck is that? And they're calling him Thor. I'm like, why the heck are they calling him Thor? I didn't really know what the story was at the time. Yeah, but I will say this, is the way this cape sticks up and out, it was not, excuse me, it was not easy to glue this onto the piece and get it to stay. It took a couple of tries. I have been somewhat lucky with some of these pieces that have capes for this game, because I've gotten pretty much all of them to stay in some way, shape, or form. I think the hardest ones to do were for the because there's a couple of different versions of Doctor Strange, and I do believe that those were the harder ones to get on and stay on. Sometimes with these pieces, when you're having a hard time getting a piece to stay, you actually start to say to yourself, do I really need it? Do I really, really need it? Couldn't I just let it go? Just say that like for the character, oh, the cape fell off. But nah, eventually I wind up getting it on. Okay, alright, so that's it for the red. This is no red that goes on Ulik. Oh, great. Just pull this thing out. Where is it? There we go. Alright. Let's just put this away. And what have I got here? Oh, Beta Ray Bill has yellow boots. get the yellow boots. Okay. Okay. Now, hope I'm not doing this too early, because I know I still have to get skin tones on. Oh shoot, those bits on his legs are supposed to be blue as well. Alright, I have to go back with the blue. Alright. Well, I'm not worried about it dripping on the base, because eventually we'll be painting the base. Yeah, I think before I go back with the blue, I'm going to let a lot of this dry. The thing I got to watch out for, though, is that it is getting late. I may not have work tomorrow, but I still need... yeah, that noise in the background, my daughter left her phone down here, I guess, because she has alarms set for different things. And that's her phone's alarm going off. Alright, so... Alright, I've got the yellow in there for the boots on Better A Bill. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break. And, alright, I'm going to take a break and... Oh, maybe, hold on a second. Okay, there you are. Alright, I'm going to take a break now, let some of that paint dry. And then when I come back, I will continue with both of these guys while I turn off that alarm. Alright, be right back. Okay, I've given that paint some time to dry, and we're going to keep going with Better A Bill and Ulik. Okay. So let's see, who are we going to go first? Well, you know what? I'm going to take the tan, and I'm going to paint Ulik right now, and then maybe I'll get Better A Bill after that. So. Let's get there. Alright. Okay, let's get this up on the arm. And he's got, signs of having like a lot of hair. So I'm going to make that brownish color. Alright, let's get this. Okay. Alright. So sometimes when they have these pieces where they're making the fist, sometimes it's hard to get all the paint in that fist. I think I did pretty good this time. Okay, actually not too bad with that one. Alright, almost gotta get a little bit more on this elbow here. Okay. Let's get the legs. Because I noticed that Ulik does not have much of a costume. So I wanted to get this in, now. It's this way I think the nails on the toes, like toenails. Yeah, toenails are gotta be painted a different color. Not sure what. I think I'm just gonna do those white, and then we'll get the grittiness from the wash. All right, almost done with this part for Ulik. All right, so let's get close to the costume line. Okay. I left his hair alone up on the top because it's going to be painted a different color anyway. But there we go. Alright, Ulik the Troll is a little bit closer. So, let's get Better A Bill. Okay. Now I remember when they did an animated movie for World War Hulk. And in the comic of World War Hulk, when the Hulk was in the arena, and they were saying about how they were going to have him fight a traveler who fell to their planet from the stars. In the comic, it was the Silver Surfer. In that movie, it was Better Ray Bill. Which, when I saw it, I was actually pretty shocked that they did that. But there's always that whole thing about what company has the rights to what character. I think nowadays, Disney has bought pretty much everything that had anything to do with Marvel Comics, so they could include everything in their projects, which in a way is good because then you can have all these different crossovers. The way that it's bad is because I don't really want to support too many monopolies, but I will say this: for the most part, Disney's done a decent job with everything Marvel. I'm just glad that they didn't really insist on changing the actual books, because I think all of us fans were worried about that in the very beginning, that would have happened. Alright, done with the tan color. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, I remember I read an article about the whole exchange between the guy who was running the Marvel operations and fans. It was like a online chat thing, and guys were expressing all different times, different kinds of concerns. And I think his name was Avi Arid, I think his name was. He was saying, "Okay, everybody, stop, take a breath. Your books will not be affected." I think that pretty much set everybody's mind at ease at the time, because we were all afraid that all our beloved Marvel comics were going to become basically things that only little girls would like. Because at the time, most everything Disney appealed to pretty much little girls, and that was it. So, obviously we had some concerns. But, it's like, would we have an MCU without Disney? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. All I know is, actually, the train came out nice. All right. So all I do know is that it's really hard to imagine anybody else coming up with what was, you know, what is being built, I should say. I mean, I know a lot of people have said that the quality of the movies have dropped off a bit, and you know, to an extent, maybe you're right. But you know, all is not lost. All right. So let's see. What have I got here? What have I got next? What can I do? And let's see. All right. Let me get the brown on Ulik. All right. So I use this. Oh, why not? Okay. All right. Excellent. Always concerned about when these pieces have a lot of hair, especially on the face, because I generally make a lot of mistakes trying to get all the paint on it. And I just hope I did give the skin tone enough time to dry. I did put, you know, get to this pretty darn quickly. Alright, maybe I should give it some more time to dry. Okay, might be time for a break, because I don't want to just rush through this. Okay. Okay, so we're going to give some of that paint some time to dry, and we'll come back with more of the little details. Alright, just stay tuned. Alright, giving that paint some time to dry, and I'm going to start again with Ulik, and because I left off with his hair, and I realized that I had to let the other paint dry before I did it. So, let's just get this on. Just point you down. Okay. Okay, so let's just get right back to it. Okay. Yeah, I do little subtle areas sometimes. Alright. So maybe just try to get a little bit on here. Okay. Alright, so it's just about done with the hair. Alright. Alright, because of the way it's on the piece, it's not fully coming out good, but I'm going to consider it good enough. Okay. Alright, I think it's enough for the brown. Alright, now I'm going to use this gold color because some of his uniform is like gold chainmail, and for better a bill, his hammer
is a gold color. Alright, so let's get this in here. Ooh, there we go. Okay, that's really going to stand out. Now we got some on his back as well. And there we go. All right. Alright, and get it on the sides. Okay. Let's take old Bill here. And let's get this hammer colored in. Colored in gold. Now, of course, all this is going to be painted white to look like lightning. So, okay. Alright. Okay. Let's clean the brush. I seem to be constantly pulling the damn tip off. So what shall we do next? Alright, let's see what I got here. What do I have ready? I have... Let's do the metal color, because I'm going to need it for different... It's actually a bunch of different places that I'm going to need it. Okay, let's start with Bill. Okay, got his helmet. Alright, so let me take a look at the box. Alright, it's got like wristbands. Alright. It goes on a little bit watery, but it does eventually dry up. Let's get some little tidbits on the costume here. Got little dots here and there. I'm going to do that. Oh, and what is belt? They show it in gold, but I'm going to make it in this color. Okay. Now let's get... Ulik's got the equivalent here of brass knuckles. So let's get those. last area for Ulik. Okay, got a nice little bit on the front. All right, that's enough for the metal color. So let's see what else we can do. All right, well, I can do the white, get the lightning bolt. Let's see which one. I'll use this one. Okay. Just got to watch out with this because it is very loose. Color. There we go. Sometimes you can't skimp with the paint. You gotta put on a decent amount on the brush. Otherwise it just keeps kind of coming out thin. Working our way down to the hammer, and we're getting closer. Oh, so closer. Okay. Oops. Put a little bit too much that time. And there you go, a lightning bolt. So let's see, what else we got? Alright, oh actually, I just found another area that I should have put the metal paint on. Alright, but I might choose a different one this time. That one was way too watery. What do I got? Ooh. See how well this one comes out. Titanium silver. Yeah. I should use this one before. This one goes on a lot better. Oops. I overdid it. Okay. There we go. All right. So, looks like, let's see, consult the box. Okay, so looks like we're doing pretty good there. Oh, I think I put the white away a little too prematurely because I forgot the toenails on Ulik, and I believe once I'm done with that, there's no other details that have to be done. So like I said, I'm going to do those in white. Alright, All right. Okay. So, let's okay.
All right, so we're gonna let that paint dry, and then we're gonna do the base, and then the only thing left after the only thing left after that is the wash. So stay tuned. I will be right back. Okay, we've given that paint a little bit of time to dry. We're gonna start working on the base now. All right, so let's just put this on and point this down.
Okay. Gonna do the base dark gray. I know I usually do that, but for me it works, especially with pieces for this game. All right. Okay. Get all around here. So this is probably one of the few character sets from this game where both characters are on a large base. Usually it's one large, one small. This is probably one, I think the only time I've ever seen it where they were both on a large base. And most of these minis I do get from Miniature Market. And you know, I put together a wish list on there, and so this way I don't have to keep searching for them. I can just look at them on the wish list and also it'll let me know if it's in stock. Yeah, it makes it nice and easy. One thing I will say though is, you know, I've been having a lot of problems with my computer, so I do most of this now on the tablet. Okay. Alright, so that's Battery Bill. Now let's get to Ulik. Okay. I've been seeing different character packs with familiar characters. They have a whole Asgardian thing going. And they have all the early ones. They have Thor, Sif, Valkyrie. I'm trying to think of the other ones that were in there. Loki, I believe, was in there too. Don't remember seeing the Enchantress. I do know that she's in here in this game. I do believe I have that character. Yeah, I remember now because it came with the character Angela. Now that's an interesting one because that character Angela was a creation of Todd McFarlane for his Spawn comic. You know, she was the one who hunted down the Hellspawns. And then all of a sudden, I guess, you know, maybe he needed the money. He sold the character to Marvel Comics. So they made it like she was one of the Asgardians. Boy, I always say, if I had paint all over my fingers, it was a good day. And today's been a good day. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I gotta take another break now because I gotta let that dry.
So let's let the base dry, and when we come back, we'll do the wash, and then it's all done. All right, stay tuned. I will be right back. Okay, we gave the bases time to dry, and now we're going to do the wash. So put this on. All right, let's put that down. All right. I'm going to start with Bill here. I'll get it on everything except the lightning bolt. Alright. Okay, good. So we let it hit every crevice. Especially in the face to make some of those facial features stand out. Because I've said it many times, I am not good with faces. Scooch it on there. And there we go. Alright, not too bad, right? Not too bad. Alright, now let's get Ulik. And as always when I do these, I always say, I am so looking forward to when they bring in the Fantastic Four. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's looking forward to that. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who was amazed that they would bring in Inhumans before the Fantastic Four. Alright. Alright, they go in a little too much on some areas. So let's just try to spread that. Let's try to thin those out a bit. Well, with Ulik, trolls, I think the trolls in Asgard live underground, so it looks like he came from there. Okay. So, there we go. Battery Bill and Ulik the troll. Came out pretty good, if I do say so myself. Alright, well that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and share this video as much as possible. I will try to reach as many people as possible. I mean, try to broaden my audience. Also, please check out Tabletop Jones Productions, where John and I are the two idiots playing board games, and do the same there. Please, subscribe, like, and share. Share as much as possible. And you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.